Good morning. Thanks for being here. I'm so happy to see you. We're going to finish up using these paddles. I have painted them white, both sides. I had to go out before I started to buy more. But we're going to use napkins on them today. I napkined 2 of them already so that I wouldn't have to stop the video and get everything dry and restart. You know how it goes. So if you've been crafting along, grab up what you're working on and let's have a play together. I hope your week has started out good. It's Tuesday, so yeah, it's pretty early in the week, but yesterday was Remembrance Day. I'm just using some Mod Podge. That's what I'm going to put the napkin on. That's what I have, so that's what I use. And I just have junk mail underneath so that I don't have to have all this stuff on my desk, because this stuff's really hard to wash off. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but I try to put as thin a coat on here as possible. Otherwise, it takes a long time to dry. That's why I did 2 ahead, so that they would at least be dry for us. And this napkin, it's just has reindeer on it and it has trees on it. Thanks, love. Yeah. It's coffee time. So I just laid it right on. I know, we just got right into it, right? That's the best. No messing around. Let's just do it. So this one has trees and a deer and all the little backgrounds. You can stamp on your paddle beginning, like at first after you finish painting it if you want. That's up to you. And then I'm just going to add some to the top. I try to do thin layers, but you know, sometimes get a little heavy-handed, and I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want to tear it. And that does happen. I don't know if a sponge brush is good for this or an actual paintbrush, but I have torn it with a paintbrush, and so I thought I would try using this. But it seems to work just fine for me. And so there, and I did cover the handle. I want the handle to have the same stuff on it. And so there we go. So usually I'll go along the edge and wet the edge. Just like this. And really it's just a help for tearing the napkin off. Or you can use a emery board to get it off. It comes off pretty easy with that. So then just pick it up and then see it just kind of rips off. It's messy, and whatever jagged edges are there, I will leave them until it's completely dry. And then I'll just take it off. But I wanted to get some of these done because I do want them as Christmas gifts. So, and the backs, I'm actually going to write on the backs of them. So I wanted to make sure they were dry, or painted as well, sorry. So there we go, there's that. So I'm going to set it aside to dry, or you can heat dry it, use a hair dryer, you know, however you want to work it. I'll just lay it down. So these 2 I did, and they're dry. I'm just going to take that away. These are dry. This is the Christmas trees, and I did do some stamping under here with the little angel, and then for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and that's from Isaiah. And I just thought that was beautiful under there. I wasn't too sure how it was going to show up, but it did not too bad. So I have just a emery board, and I'm just going to go around the edges. And I mean, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, you can add whatever you like to these. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be vintage, it can be birds, flowers, trees, You know, it can be anything that you want to create. You do that, and it'll be beautiful. You can just take them and just stamp on them and do nothing else. You can paint a picture on them. I mean, there's so many ideas. I'll sweep my floor later. So, sorry if I'm off camera. There we go. All right. So let's just play with this one. I gotta show you these fun little bits. These are from this. It's called Dear Santa. It's very old. It's a decoupage pad, and I received it in, you know, when you go and buy magazines and they have stamps or just stickers and stuff. Well, this had been in one of the pads. So there was that one, and then, or maybe it was this one. One sec, sorry. Oh no, it was this one. This one was from, the other one was from a store, but this, yeah, in your paper craft kit, 316 toppers. So I just took a bunch of these little bits out just to play with and see what we can do with those. So sorry about that. This is actually from a store, but, and what it is you can do them 3D, and then they have extra little characters that you can add to them as well. This time we're just going to, I'm just going to use these 3D dots with them because I don't want it to be too thick. So, and these are so old. I have a feeling I'm going to have to add some extra glue or something just to hold them. They're pretty small. I should have got bigger ones. Well, it's too late now. So, but that's okay. I'll just put a bunch of them on, and we'll just have to go with it. I just don't want any part of it to collapse. So there we go. So the fun part, of course, is getting all the backs off. And if you have a pokey tool, maybe that'll help. Try my pokey tool. I'm not sure if it'll work, but oh well. That one took it right off. Yep. And then of course everything sticks because the furnace is on, so everything gets staticky. But what can you do? At least it's only this one. It's not going to be the other one, because the other one can get glued straight down to the paddle. I just thought these were fun. I went looking through some of my Christmas stuff last night and just picked out a bunch of things that I wanted to use. Okay, so then all you do is you line it up. Probably better if I stand it up in front of me. There we go. And so there. And so it is just 2D'd, but you can build on this. That one I'm going to show you. So that's this sheet right here. I'll just take it off. It's easier so you don't have to look at the ones underneath. So these ones here. So I can add an extra one there. And then they have the deer and the kids, and then the kids' tops. And this you'd end up as the last one, just their bodies and heads. So you can build them up and build them up. But I just thought they were a fun little addition to doing this. And so I'm going to just put them on. You don't have to do it at the bottom. And then there's a Merry Christmas. There's a bow. I think I'll pop the bow there. I did plug in my hot glue today. I wasn't too sure if I would be using it or not, but sometimes it's quicker, especially when you're working with wood. So I just have to add in another glue stick. There we are. Just put it there. And then you can be done, because look at how pretty it is. You don't have to add anything else to it. You can ink on these, of course, whatever you'd like. I didn't do any inking. I just didn't feel the need to do it. So I'm just going to grab this little deer and see what it's going to look like. They're just too cute. I think I will 3D this one on there. Oh, why not? I just didn't want to do 6 levels of doing it, because it would be very thick. I'm going to try and cut this little thing and make it smaller. There we are. Try to pick it up, that's the trick. So there we go. So I'm going to try and put this on here without it being too off. Okay, so there we go. So the deer again is raised. So, oh, that's better. I just had to move it a little bit. So it's cute. And then you can be done. And then I'm going to write a message on the back of it there to who I'm giving it to. And yeah. And so there, you can be done. Let's play with this one. This one's not too bad. It actually tore off right at the edges, which was surprising, but it worked. Okay, let's see what I have. I have this little boy and girl. And yes, there's whites around the edges. I'm okay with that. And then I have a wonderful Christmas. That can maybe go there. I have these bells. Maybe I'll slip the bells underneath. Just like that. But you can add other things under there too. You know, you can put words under there. You can put different papers under there. Let me see what this is gonna look like. And this pack is like a wreath builder. So there's hundreds of little tiny bits in there. So I'm actually gonna try and cut this a little closer. I don't like all the white on this one, to be honest. So if you bear with me for a second, I'm gonna try and go as fast as I can. I'm not being too precise. I mean, I'm just following the waves of the pine. Oh, much better. I like it that it's skinnier and it doesn't have all that white sitting there. I guess when the companies laser cut them, right, they don't have, I don't know if they have control over that or not. It's just the way the pattern is. Just about done. Usually I don't do fussy cutting online, like on video, like at all. So, oh, that's so much better, right? A little bit at the corner. And you don't have to put it, don't press it, and then it'll have a little bit of lift to it, which is nice. Oh, that looks a lot better. Breaks up all those trees. And then this tree was upside down because it's just a little square napkin. So of course they have the two squares that are upright and then the two going the opposite direction. So I'm just, there we are. It wasn't sitting properly. Oh, and you know what I did, don't you? I put the glue all the way across and not just in the middle. So that was not swift. So there we go. Get it off. It's not so hot, which is good. Burn myself, but it was just warm. So perfect. And so there we go. So I don't know if you can tell that it isn't flat to the board because I didn't press it. So then there we go. Those kids are too cute. I really wanted to use them. And I think I'm going to use my tacky glue for them because it is just copy paper that they are printed on. Whoopsie, of course. And they'll adhere to the napkin quite nicely. There we go. What do you think? Those are pretty cute. And they're just nice little bits that I can share with the family. I just noticed this here. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll use that to hang it. All right, so there we go. That's our video for today. This one is still wet. It's getting there slowly. So let me just use this. Yeah, my thumb is sticking to it still. I just don't want to go away and then do this one on my own when this is the one we had done together, so. Oh, just a little bit here. And whatever's still there can be removed later. So isn't that pretty? Like, it's like, do you really want to do anything with this one? It's so pretty. I don't know. But, what do I have here? I just don't want to cover up that deer. He's just far too cute. Sorry about that. I just grabbed my Tim stuff. I wasn't going to use anything from here, but the color just says, you know, use some Tim Holtz. All my people just fell out of the bag, so that's okay. I don't have to bring everything out. Nope, she doesn't look like she's in the proper setting. Oh. There. She's dressed for the cold. Let's use her. And then I'll grab up this little bag. Because the first two we did, we used Tim Holtz, didn't we? And, but, you know, sometimes I end up going back to what I like. It's not the way. I think we all do that at times, and that's okay. I have a wreath here. Oh, that's so pretty. I think it goes this way. It's so big on there though, isn't it? I don't want to put too much, that's the thing. There. Just something light. I'd like to keep the background noticeable as well, not just... I'm not going to press it hard. Whew, that got hot. There, and it's just something that's behind him. It looks like he's lost part of his face. Oh my goodness. There we are. As long as I don't touch it. I can still see the deer, which is fabulous. And I'm just going to lightly pat them so that they are not flat. And I have this little plant. Let's just add it. Why not? And then I'll just have one more to do, and I can do that whenever. Do I have another one of those? Here's a Merry Christmas. I think I'm going to use it. Pop it just under his head. Yeah, why not? And again, just tap it so that it adheres to there. I think I'm a little weirded with his face. He's lost half of his face there. Oh my goodness. How about some of this for color? Maybe at the top. This side. Just try it here. Yeah, maybe right there. Just to add that pop of color on here, which is so nice. And I'm just going to tuck it under. So there we go. And so there. Cute, simple. Why not? All right, so that's everything for today. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. And remember, I'm going to be giveaway from yesterday on Thursday, I think. Yes, because I did say that I wanted to make sure everything got out in time, because if you're in the States, it's going to take a couple weeks to get to you, and I want to make sure that you all, and whoever wins the journals and stuff, is you're going to be able to enjoy them. All right, so there we go. There's the last of our paddles. So yay, it's so good. One left, and I'll do that on my own. All right, God bless, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.